So tell me, is you ready, baby? Tell me, is you ready, baby?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Be Like Dee channel. It's your girl D coming back with another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville season 6 episode 14. This episode was okay, it had a little its moments in there, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so now we starting off where we left off last week with Kimmy and Kiowa having this dumbass conversation about Kimmy wanting her to say she not a side chick and that she perpetuated it, and that made her seem like she don't got integrity. And I'm still in the middle. I'm still like, okay, Kimmy, I understand because I know Kiowa don't like your ass, and just off of this, Kiowa was all like, oh, well, I didn't think that I was gonna have to like help you with that. She's like, oh, I'm sorry that you felt that way. That I didn't know that was something I was supposed to control. Honestly, I was kind of here for Kyle with that because I'm like, Kimmy, get out of my face with this, okay? Your husband still has yet to say it. He keeps saying, what's the point of saying it if it's true? Like, just say it then. Like, the fuck? Turn to your husband to help you. Now because he's not doing it. He wanted to deflect it to Kyle and got you sitting here looking like a dumbass talking to her about some shit that's super old. Like, girl, get out of my face. Talk about, you perpetuated it saying that y'all dated before the divorce. I don't care now. As I watched it again, I was just like, I don't even care, Kimmy. At first, I was like, I don't even care, Kimmy. I was kind of on Kylie's side, like, girl, okay, if that's what you believe. But also, Kyle, I can tell that you don't like Kimmy. I can tell that's beef, okay? But anyway, that was the end of their dumb conversation. So like, maybe this won't have to be brought up again. I'm like, it better not be. Now we're over to Mel and, well, I was about to say Destiny. Same shit, huh? So now we're over to Mel and Stormy, and they having a conversation. And haven't y'all noticed that everybody been kind of dressing up, and Mel just being like one of her shirts, one of her hoodies, just chilling. Only like a few events she was dressed up. But Stormy looked way overdressed at this damn event. Whatever the hell it is. It ain't even an event. Restaurant, I don't even know. But she's talking about she wanted to be clear and talk to Mel, blah, blah, blah. And then, Mel's like, oh, it's nice to, see you. We ain't seen you, we ain't seen each other, all of that stuff. So then, how did they get into it? Here goes Stormy. Mel, sometimes when I think about you, I be thinking like, you don't be wanting to have the hard conversations. Like, you rather avoid it to not have, that interaction or whatever the hell she said like that. And then Mel was like, if I avoided hard conversations, I wouldn't have hosted no tea and I wouldn't have came here. I said, okay, Mel, you tell her. Tell her right now. Okay, girl, how you gonna tell me when you think I be thinking, girl? Fuck out of here. Stop trying to be in my brain. That's what your problem is. Think about yourself. But anyway, so then Mel started talking about, well, like, even with all the stuff that came up at the tea, it's kind of like, and then here goes Stormy interrupting her. Oh yeah, I'm going to ask you, like, yeah, I want to talk about that. Like, how did you feel about that? She's like, well, I was about to tell you. I was like, that was like a weird ass interaction. And you trying to say Mel gives you weird interactions? Mel was literally finna tell you everything, and you just start to interrupt like that. And then it was kind of like, okay, bitch, I'm about to say it. Let me say it. So then she was like, did you know how your mama felt about me before all of this? Basically, for the show and stuff, because it's out that that Stormy's mama was a fan of the show, and she didn't like Mel for being a fan. So of course you meet the bitch and you're like, bitch, I don't like you. But that was a whole mess though. Girl, grow up. All online. Mel. But then Stormy said that was an opinion from TV, and she shouldn't have no opinion outside of TV, blah, blah, blah. It was like Stormy was ready to defend her mama, but hold her mama kind of accountable. But then she wants to say also that I can control her. So like she like this woman right here, like Honestly, she was like, this woman right here, like, I can't control her. She ain't like my husband. She don't, she ain't like a lot of my friends. Her own sister. I was like, well, damn, Stormy. How your mama felt about this? He basically said, my mama ain't shit, so I'm sorry, I can't even help you with that. And then Mel just like, well, after freshly coming off of this shit with Tisha, I'm not trying to be, she said, I'm not finna be loving on nobody. I said, oh, she had to love it. I'm not finna be loving and caring on nobody that mama in their ear like, you better watch your back. I said, you know what, that's true. That's true. Because having somebody, just knowing that like, people are probably talking shit, period. But knowing that you already know, like, yeah, she outwardly tells you she don't like you. She outwardly tells Tisha on the show, on national TV, that don't trust her, don't like her, she a snake. And all of this stuff, and you can imagine what she's saying when they ain't on TV, when they behind closed doors, and then Tisha coming up, trying to smile in male face, having dinners, and all in her head, she thinking, "What my mama said again? Oh yeah, that's true. This kind of look like it. She doing it." But anyway, so she don't want to come off. After coming off of that with Tisha, she ain't really interested in going back into that. And then Mel confession, she said, "I ain't falling for the okie doke with somebody's mama trying to come for me." She said, "I'm not." Mentally, what you say? I'm not emotional. Basically, she ain't mentally in this place to be dealing with that, and to have that added thing, because they talked about, she had the court stuff. She's like, yeah, I know you said that. Oh yeah, and she said, it went down in the DM. I said, oh yeah, you DM'd her. Now you want to DM her. But okay, girl. So then she's saying that, when you said that you're dealing with all that stuff, I was like, oh yeah. But anyway, so then after Mel says that, she don't want to deal with that, with her mama basically like, we can be cool, but we ain't gonna be that cool, okay? And then Storm was like, yeah, I know what to expect from you now. I was like, girl, she already told you that she pulls away from people from the show. And might I add, as I've been thinking about this, you have shown many signs of being shady, okay? You know why? Because she sat in that scene with Mel talking about, everything is cool with me and Destiny, but I ain't trying to like have no friendship. But then after that, all we kept seeing was her trying to have a friendship. Like, bitch, you be lying. And you getting buddy with the bitch that got beef with me right now? Like, girl, bye. And then they was doing all of that cuffy challenges and stuff together. Remember all of that online that was surfacing? Was she hanging out with Destiny and the Scotts? Okay. AKA Marceau and Tisha. But and then before the reunion you was all hanging out with them. Girl, I wouldn't trust you. Especially that means you're a little too close with all of them. Okay. And Destiny talking shit. So yeah, you had a little snake behavior before, but Mel, I wish you would have said that. But you were just like, you really feel like I had, okay. She said, okay, you feel that way? We had an issue before that. But once again, she did tell you that she back out. But I feel like she was seeing some shit. Mel, I saw it, so I know you saw it, Mel, okay? But then in Storm's confessional, she's saying that Mel, instead of saying she don't know why it's hard for Mel to say her true feelings, because she just gaslights you into thinking there isn't a problem, but passive aggressively show you that there is a problem. And she's like, well, she just gonna accept it for what it is. And do you ever notice that when Stormy in her confessional say stuff, she say all that stuff, and then she go, I'm like, did they tell you to smile after you say stuff? What is going on? Sometimes I don't get, are you reading cards? What's going on? But anyway, so I was kind of like, I don't think Mel gaslights, but Mel's definitely passive aggressive. But I don't know why y'all be worried about it so much. I like it. What does she do that makes y'all feel like it's an issue other than stop talking to y'all for a minute? I really be in my own business. I be forgetting to text people back. Okay. So to be mad that the bitch ain't talking to you, I ain't mad, okay? I'm just like, oh girl, it's okay. Hey, what you been up to? The fuck? So now we're over to Tisha and Marceau showing everybody the what an expo gonna be. She's showing everybody what an expo gonna be, okay? So they all show up, and she's saying her initiative is basically to tell them that Mel is out and Stormy and Courtney are in, okay? And I said, okay, girl, whatever. And then, but then she did throw a little shade in one of the confessionals. She was like, I see Maurice is happy that Stormy is in, even though Mel is out, and we're all happy. I said, oh, are you? Why are you trying to push Mel to the side? For once and for all. I bet if Mel would ever leave this show, I doubt it, but if she was to leave this show, I bet Tisha would act like she the queen bee. But anyway, so she basically tell everybody that Mel is out, and she said because all the stuff with Martell, and that even though all the stuff with them is fresh and all of this, and she said, and I was like, I can't help but understand that. And then Martell, no, that's not right. She can't say that she's not gonna help the community because of what we got on. We should be able to put that to the side for the community. Boy, shut up. Of course you want somebody to work with you because you need it. She ain't got to, so she don't need to. She can go help the community any other way she want. Shut up. But then I like how Tisha did. She relayed the message correctly, for one. And then she also sort of defended me when she was like, well, she didn't get into details, and then she didn't even say that she was the only reason. She said all of the stuff with all of us is fresh, okay? So calm down, Martell. Calm down. I was like, okay, Tisha, I was here for that, because she was like, boy, shut up. Not all about you. And then Stormy and them come in, and she's talking about, yeah, this is all about like business, and oh yes, I love that, girl. Here you go, Martell. So you're a replacement for Mel? I say yes you are. And guess what? They all trying to act like, oh, it's gonna make everything get better. But anyway, also we had Martell talking about, oh, I see somebody been weightlifting. Okay. And they was like, what? He's like, Tisha looking good. Like, she looking good. I'm sorry, it was too funny. And then Marceau had to tell him, Martell, stop looking at my wife butt. Tisha did look good. Tisha looked good. And Marceau, as many times as you tried to tell Mel she looked good, boy, shut up. He get the right to slide one in, okay? I was here for that. Martell be shady. But anyway, they all agreed to doing the stupid event and don't even know what they're gonna be doing. Now we got this dumbass scene with Maurice. Look, they all dumbass scenes. But dumbass scenes with Maurice and his son Monster. They playing basketball. This is the first time I ever seen this boy like he was having a good time. Kicking Maurice's ass, okay? That's what he was doing. But anyway, so they want to have this conversation again, and then he gets preachy as always because he can't help but go into a speech. Because you know what? Because he's a lawyer, that's what they're going to say. He's a lawyer, so he always has to have a speech on the ready. But anyway, so his son basically told me, y'all just be tired of you talking, basically. Like, he was like, the speeches, man, the speeches. And then Maurice got to say that I finally clicked, I understand that your life isn't my life. We didn't experience and we don't experience the same things. Oh my God, you're someone else. Dumbass. But then he's saying all the shit that Kimmy's telling him. You need to spend more time. We're going to spend more time together to get to know each other. Your son is 16 years old and you don't know him. Something wrong with you. Okay? But anyway, so this whole conversation was like, okay, well, let me know how you're feeling. And then someone was like, I didn't know I could do that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay, Maurice. Now we're over to Courtney, and he's going to talk to his mama. And at first, I really didn't understand what was going on with this scene. But as I rewatched it, I kind of understood. It made sense more because I was like, when did this crying happen and what is going on? But it was nice to see that man cry on national TV and show his real feelings and emotions and be raw and vulnerable because you ain't gonna see that much, okay? Tell me. I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't gonna see it much from it. Don't even matter that he black, okay? Black, white, you don't really see that much emotion come out of men like that. And it was vulnerable. Like he actually said, he was crying because he wished he had known his dad. He felt she said he had abandonment issues with his dad. So I guess his dad just abruptly left his life. And he felt like his dad missed out on a lot of his life that he would have wanted to share with his dad because he's like he would see his teammate, he would play sports and see the teammates' dad always with their dad and stuff like that, and he wanted that relationship. And that is so sad. Oh, it was sad. And then he cried about it, and she was so sweet. I was like, okay, mama. She was so sweet. She comforted his feelings, talking about because he don't want to have more kids. Well, he avoiding the conversation with Stormy about having more kids because he wanted to keep a tight family. That part I was like, what? You want to keep a tight family? You don't want child to divorce, basically. That's what he kept saying. He said, well, I don't think we're gonna divorce, but I don't want that to end up happening, and then we both single parents. I don't want that life for my son. And then it's kind of like, what, Courtney? What? But I think he feels like if it's already a lot right now with this kid, I'm thinking, and then that puts a strain on their relationship, so he can't imagine what more kids would do on their relationship, and he just trying to make sure they all good, and they trying to keep it locked down. Like he feels like he has control over this, but if you add more kids to it, he don't know what that's gonna look like. That's what I think he's coming from, but that's what he don't fully know how to say how he feeling, because that's what it sounds like to me. Because you keep saying, I want my family tight. I don't want it to end up breaking down. Is what he basically saying. And then I like how the mom was like, I understand that. I get where your feelings are coming from, but while you're doing that, you're dismissing her feelings. I said, oh, come on, mama. Okay, check your son right now. Tell her I understand it. I get it. I it's perfectly normal to feel this way, but you have to also think about your wife's feelings. I said, okay, bitch, okay. Now this is how you parent, okay? And then he's like, she's like, it's a husband and wife thing. You gotta set your feelings aside in that moment to understand how she's feeling. I said, oh, okay. She just had me this whole scene, okay? It was amazing. And then she said, you and your wife need to have that conversation. Don't just be avoiding it. Okay. It was cute. Real cute. Mama came through. Courtney came through. It was a good scene. Okay, so now we get to the expo. And, they setting up for the expo. And guess who not there at their own event? Tisha or Marceau. And Stormy's there setting up before anybody. She's like, well, I already got here. And ain't nobody tell me what to set up. So I just took this whole side over here. And then we learned that Tisha looking like, oh hell no, why she got this big ass space? And then she like, well, y'all didn't send me no dimensions and nothing. Y'all ain't really give no description. She's like, oh. I'm like, oh, you didn't know, you didn't send information. Okay, Tisha, come on. She ain't playing it out. It ain't make no sense. It ain't together. Okay. And then the girl talking about last minute people got added. Like, how can you have last minute people added? You should know, like, this shit, they ain't map nothing out. They just was like, vendors come. What? It was dealing, this was definitely free. They acting like it was a free event, okay? And then she's talking like, Stormy taking up like, 2 or 3 more people can be in here. But, Stormy, your setup was over the top. But it was also really nice. Like, she was making it like a look, okay? I would have went to her section. Like, hold on, let me go over there. She got a lot of shit. And then to find out online that she was saying she literally gifted all of that stuff. I was like, oh hell no. Girl, you can have a section. I definitely would have been over there. I'd be like, hey y'all, she giving the shit away. Shit, everybody, I would have said everybody go 2 or 3 times, give me another bag. But anyway, So Tisha just looking like, oh, okay, it's nice, but it's too much, girl. In her confessional, though, she ain't said it to her. And then, so we get Marceau's ass want to come in there. He want to be like, he was on one. And Tisha clocked it. She's like, you had a lot of coffee today? What's going on with you? He was like, oh, why this looking like this? What's going on with this? Huh? And then he's like, Stormy got all that area. Did she pay? And he was like, Tisha like, pay what? She's like, we didn't tell nobody they had to pay nothing. We told them they get a table. We didn't pay for nothing. He's like, well, that's the cost of business. I said, oh no. And Tisha was looking at him like, I ain't finna deal with this shit. Oh, not right now, baby. So she was fed up with his ass. Like, I'm not finna do that. That's stupid. To go over there and ask her for $100 when we ain't tell nobody they have to pay for anything. Like, if you want to go over there, go. He's like, who do I talk to? You know who to talk to. You asked her if she gonna go to talk to Stormy, so you go talk to Stormy. She's like, you can go talk to whoever you want to, baby. Okay. I said, okay, Tisha. Thank you. I like when you get up in there and you check his ass. Okay. So then he want to waltz his ass over there to Stormy, pretend like everything cool. Oh yeah, girl, I didn't even know that was you. You looking young. I'm like, oh, he's he's so full of shit. Okay, if they're gonna ask for $100, she paid her money. She like, money? You ain't tell me like that. Why y'all say that when we was doing a walkthrough? I said, Say it again, Stormy. Why y'all ain't say that through when we was going through the walkthrough? Now you trying to ask me for the day of for $100? You bigger than that. I said, yeah. $100? Really? Get out of my face. Are you charging anybody else $100? And then you gonna start just sitting out, walking around each table telling them they did you $100? Bye-bye. And then Stormy like, you acting real low vibrational. It was funny, but that vibrational shit got my nerves, like I said. Okay. But it was funny. She's like, you low vibrational. And then he was like, well, you low vibrational. You low vibrational with a smile. I was like, true. And then she was like, nah, I'm in the stratosphere or some shit like that. I was like, okay, y'all having some dumbass argument. And then he want to call Tisha over to be like, yeah, babe, come on, have my side, knowing damn well she not gonna have your side because she just told you over there this is stupid. So then I called Tisha over and she like, let me tell you what your husband did. And then he trying to touch Stormy. He trying to like be playful but also be an asshole. And then so I'm like, don't touch me. Because you trying to play in my face right now. Don't touch me. Okay. And I was like, thank you, Stormy. And she like, he come over talking about $100. And I think that's what the episode is. I just kind of sped through that because that's all what I remember that happened in the episode. And I was like, girl, this is what you get working with the Scotts, okay? This is why Mel didn't want to go. This is why Mel didn't attend, and this is why you should have asked more questions. And then she in her confession talking about she ain't gonna never do business with Marceau anymore. So I'm like, okay, so that means you gonna do business with Tisha, but they together. They business is together. But we'll see, okay? Because now Stormy getting a taste of what Mel had to deal with. Okay, not professional. They look at it, the expo looking like an expo marker. Okay, a cheap one at that. One that you can't really erase. Something wrong with it. And then we see next week on the damn preview that they all looking like, what the hell is going on? Now I didn't know I was speaking. Like what? And then she's like, it's real. It's getting real. What she said? I forgot. But it wasn't planned out, okay? She was rushed, okay? You should have gotten... I can't even imagine, okay? You should have... They showed that it was free. Alright, that is in the episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 6, Episode 14. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Be Like Dee channel. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode, about Mel and Stormy sitting down, about Tisha. What the hell happened with Tisha? Tisha looking at her husband like he's stupid. And Stormy having to get on Marceau's ass because he trying to play in her face. Okay.